All right, today we're tackling a huge question, maybe the question in tech right now. Can we actually trust AI? It's something that affects pretty much everything, so let's get right into it.
You know that feeling, right? You ask your AI assistant, maybe ChatGPT or Gemini, for a simple fact, and the answer you get back just feels, I don't know, a little off? Yeah, you're definitely not alone. It's the central problem we have to solve before these tools can be truly, deeply reliable.
And look, this isn't just us complaining. This is coming straight from the source. This quote is from a recent Google research paper, and it basically admits, hey, our models still make stuff up. This really sets the stage for why fact-checking is one of the most critical challenges in all of AI. The term for this problem, as you've probably heard, is hallucinations. And it's a tricky one because the AI isn't lying in the human sense. It's just confidently generating plausible-sounding nonsense. And that's a massive, massive hurdle if we're ever going to build real trust in these systems. So, how do you fix it? Well, researchers at Google have come up with what you could call the ultimate final exam for AI. It's a new, super comprehensive benchmark designed to ruthlessly measure an AI's grasp on reality. So, what even is a benchmark? Honestly, the easiest way to think about it is like the SATs for AI, or maybe the Olympics. It's a standardized, incredibly tough test designed to see what these models can really do, and to compare them all on a level playing field. Okay, so this new test is called the FACTS Leaderboard, and it's not just one simple exam. Oh no! It's more like a decathlon with 4 incredibly tough events, each one designed to test a totally different aspect of being factual. Let's break them down. All right, first up, challenge number 1. Think of this as the classic closed book exam. No notes, no internet, no lifelines. The AI has to answer questions based purely on what it remembers from all the data it was trained on. And we're not talking about simple trivia here. This test is brutal. It covers a massive range of topics, grilling the AI on everything from musicians and politicians to hard science and history, using the kinds of complex questions real people are asking every day. Okay, challenge number 2 is the complete opposite. It's the open book exam. This time, the AI gets a search engine, a lifeline to the entire internet. The test here isn't what it knows, but how well it can find the right information to answer really complicated questions. Next up, challenge 3 is what I like to call the stick to the script test. Imagine giving the AI a single document and a question. The rule is simple. You can only use information from that document to answer, nothing else. Can it stay within the lines without pulling in outside knowledge?
And these aren't bedtime stories either. We're talking about super dense, jargon-filled documents, medical reports, legal filings, financial statements. The real test is whether the AI can navigate expert-level info and find the facts without just making things up.
And finally, we have challenge number 4, the visual analysis test. This is where it gets really interesting, because it's not just about what the AI sees in a picture. It's about connecting that image to its huge internal library of world knowledge. So for example, the AI might be shown a picture of a train and asked not just, is this a train, but what specific model of train is this and what year was it built? Or it might see this butterfly and have to identify the exact species. You need both sharp vision and a brain like an encyclopedia for this. But to really get how tough this is, let's look at a specific example from the paper. A user shows the AI this image of a mural and asks for a detailed description. Seems easy enough, right? Well, so get this. The AI's response is like 99% perfect. It correctly identifies all the letters, it points out that the H and I are yellow, it mentions the brick wall, it nails all of the big stuff. But, and this is the killer detail, it makes one tiny mistake. It says the artist's signature is in white text, when if you look closely, it's actually black. And for that one single error, the entire answer is marked as wrong. That's how high the bar is here. No partial credit. So, okay, we've seen the 4 grueling tests. We know the grading is incredibly strict. Now for the million-dollar question. How did today's best and brightest AIs actually do? All right, here it is, the report card. This table shows you the top 5 models and how they scored across all 4 tests. And yeah, you can see right at the top of the class is Google's Gemini 3 Pro. But let's zoom in on that number 1 score for a second, 68.8%. Just let that sink in.
let's put that in terms we can all understand. In school, a 68.8 is a C+. The smartest, most factually aware AI we have right now is a C+ student. That just tells you everything you need to know about how much work is left to be done. So, okay, it got a C+. What's the big deal? Why is a test like this and a result like this so important?
Well, it matters for a few huge reasons. First, this isn't a simple pop quiz. It's a comprehensive exam that measures a whole range of skills. That C+ score, well, it shows what the researchers call considerable headroom for future progress, which is a polite way of saying there's a long way to go. It gives the whole industry a clear goal to aim for. And for all of us, it's a really important reality check, reminding us that we still need to be skeptical and think critically about the answers we get from AI. And that leaves us with one final, really interesting question to chew on. Right now, the best score is a C+, but that won't last forever. So as these models get better, as they climb from a C+ to a B and then to an A, how is our own definition of what it means to trust an AI going to change right along with it?